Hi, I am Fred from therequirementsengineer.com. In this video, I show you how to export a diagram to a URL in Draw.io. You will learn the exact export workflow, and you will learn what the most important URL export settings mean. If you like practical tutorials about modeling and requirements engineering, please subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss the next videos. What is Draw.io? Draw.io, also known as diagrams.net, is a flexible diagramming tool. I use it for flowcharts, UML diagrams, process models, and many other visuals. It is easy to start with. However, it also offers useful export options for professional work. One of these options is exporting a diagram to a URL. Why export a diagram to a URL? A URL is useful when I want to share a diagram quickly. For example, I can send a link instead of an attachment. I can also reuse the link in documentation, chats, or project notes. So let me show you the exact steps. Step 1. I open my diagram in Draw.io. In this demonstration, I already have a diagram open. This can be the browser version or the desktop app. I use the desktop app here. However, the workflow looks very similar in both versions. Step 2. In the graphical user interface, I click File. Now the File menu opens. I move to Export As, then I click URL. Now I review the export options. At the top, I can choose how the URL should be created. Make a copy creates a copy of the diagram or the link, so the original stays unchanged. Authorization Required adds a layer of security. This is useful when I only want authorized users to access the diagram through the URL. Public URL creates a shareable link. This is useful when I want to share the diagram with other people in a simple way. Then I look at the link behavior. Under links, I can choose how hyperlinks inside the diagram should work. Automatic keeps the standard link behavior. Open in new window opens hyperlinks in a new window. Open in this window opens hyperlinks in the current window. These options are useful when my diagram contains clickable links. I also see border color. Here I can define the border color for the exported diagram view or for the Lightbox display. Next, I look at appearance. Automatic uses the default visual appearance for the exported diagram. Light shows the light theme. Dark shows the dark theme. Next, I can activate Lightbox. This opens the diagram in a cleaner viewer mode. I also see Edit below Lightbox. This enables editing related interaction options inside the Lightbox view. Here I can choose Make a Copy. This allows the user to duplicate the diagram for their own use. Or I can choose Custom. This lets me define tailored interaction settings for a customed URL address. I can also activate Lightbox layers. This enables layer-specific interaction. For example, viewers can show or hide certain diagram elements. And I can activate Lightbox tags. This allows tagging for better navigation or search functionality. Step 4. After I choose my settings, the URL appears in the dialog. I click Create. Now I can click Copy, and this copies the generated link to my clipboard. Then I can share it wherever I need it. For example, I can send it by email. I can place it in documentation. Or I can share it with a team during a meeting. Step 5. Finally, I confirm with OK. This closes the dialog, and now the URL is ready for use. In the end, I can click Close. To check, I open my browser again, start with a new tab, paste the URL, and open the diagram through the URL I created in my browser. So this is how I export a diagram to a URL in Draw.io. Open the diagram, click File, click Export As, choose URL. Configure the export options you need. Copy the generated link. Confirm with OK. Open the URL in your browser or share it with others. If this video helped, please like it and subscribe for more Draw.io tutorials. Also tell me in the comments, would you use a URL export for documentation, collaboration, or presentations? Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.